Hey everyone, how's it going? Christina here. Hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to another video. Happy Monday. Doing some coverage and updates for you today on Turbo. Feel like I've been covering this one a lot over the past few weeks. I'm feeling good about it. I think there's a lot of big things to come for Turbo. Um, it's doing really well in the exchange listings department. But before we jump into the chart and just kind of look at that and get an update on it, I kind of want to go over my long-term 2025 outlook for this project. First and foremost, I just want to say I think people get really discouraged, um, obviously and naturally, when a project pumps and then it dumps. They think, oh, like it's not doing anything, it pumps and then it just goes back down again. I'm losing all this money and I want to sell it. And I think we get in these really negative mindsets when we see that. The first thing to remember is it's normal. Just because a project might dump a little bit or even dump significantly, not to be confused with the rug pull, but just because a project kind of might pump and dump, it doesn't mean it's a bad project. It doesn't mean it's going to really, really pump in the future. It doesn't mean you're not going to make money on it, and it doesn't mean you should sell it. So right now, Turbo is down a little bit. It's not for the past 7 days, but it is for the past 24 hours. It's up for the month, and it's up for the year. So for the most part, it is kind of, going up, but there are fluctuations. So something I want to talk about these fluctuations is that, and we see this a lot lately, specifically with Caspa. It pumps and then it dumps. These are just short-term corrections, okay? And I know all of you seasoned investors know this. This is old news. You're probably saying, why is she telling me this? I know this already. We all know this. Well, there's some people out there who might not. Maybe newer people don't know this, or people who are just getting started in the crypto space. When a project reaches a new all-time high, especially when it does so in not a gradual way. So, like, let's say it spikes from 7 cents to 17 cents. That's kind of big, but, um, and it does so like overnight, right? Or in a very short period of time. Because of that volatility and because that shot up so high in such a short amount of time, it's only natural for it to come back down again and kind of consolidate a little bit and kind of level out and get, more to um, a realistic price, level out a little bit. So something not as big as the all-time high, not as high as the all-time high, but not as low as what it was when it dumped, and just something in the middle. So that's kind of what we see with these projects. Then it will most likely reach a new all-time high again and then come back down again. So for the most part, every time you see a project hit a new all-time high, you should expect it to come back down again. Now, my outlook for this for 2025 is I think this is really going to shoot up to about like 30 cents. And we could see so before, maybe like definitely not towards the end of 2025, because I do have a price prediction on that, long-term price prediction. But short-term, I think sometime in the middle of 2025, maybe in the first half of 2025, January, February, March, we will see this probably shoot up to around 30 cents. And that's a short-term gain, right? Around somewhere in the 30-cent range. Then it's going to come back down again. So everyone should be prepared for that. I think it's going to come back down again, dump a little bit, consolidate a little bit, go through a short-term correction, and then from that point on, we're going to see a very slow hike up to a long-term price prediction in towards the end of 2025 of 50 to 60 cents. I think it could even get a little past that to maybe about 70 or 80 cents. Some people believe it can actually go to $1. I think that's a bullish price prediction, but I'm gonna say like 50, 60, 70 cents. So somewhere in that range, and that's for the end of 2025 long term. That is my 2025 outlook on this project. So let's kind of just go over the chart a little bit here. We have the 24-hour view. So it's down a little bit today, 2.38%, not bad. We have an all-time low of 0090.80, and then we have an all-time high of about 0096.77. Moving on over to the 7-day view, it is a little bit of a decline here, but once I show you that all 1 year and all-time view, this is going to look a lot better. So it's up 10.38% for the past 7 days. We have an all-time low of about 0082.83 with an all-time high of about 1 cent. And you can see because it reached that new all-time high of 1 cent, it's coming back down again and just going through a bit of a correction. So it's starting to consolidate a little bit. Moving on over to the 1 month view, it's up 16.85%. We have an all-time low of 7 cents, but we also have an all-time high of about 1 cent. Or sorry, not 7 cents. That's 2 zeros, not 1 0. 2 zeros. So 0070.82 for the all-time low, all-time high 1 cent. So then we move over to both the 1 year and the all-time view, where this looks a lot better. It's up 29.20% for the year, and all-time it's up 12,127.03%. And you can see it is nowhere near the bottom. So this is a super bullish looking chart, and you could see the pattern it kind of works in here, which I just talked about before. And this is a very similar pattern that actually CASPA goes through as well, where it shoots up to a new all-time high, goes through a correction, up a little bit, down, up to a new all-time high, correction, new all-time high, correction. So we're following a pattern here, and I think it's going to continue to kind of just follow in that pattern. Moving on over here to the community sentiment, 92% of the community is bullish on Turbo. By the way, 64.3K votes on this. Very small percentage of 8% is bearish. Current market cap, 604.81 million. So that's down. Market cap's down a little bit, 2.40%. But the volume is up 7.29% at 94.38 million. So, this is looking good. Big things are coming. I'm not gonna sound like a broken record here, constantly going over all the tier 1 exchanges it has, but it has Binance, it has Coinbase, it has Kraken, it has Crypto.com, and I do think Robinhood is next, sometime in maybe January, February, or March of 2025. This is looking good as we head into the end of the year. This turned out to really be a great play for people. I know people have a lot of faith in it, so, congrats to all the people who hold it. Just keep on holding it, and I really think this is definitely going to do big things. Another thing I just want to mention about this is when it pumps, it's not going to be because of tier 1 exchanges. Yes, the Robinhood exchange listing will help, but I'm underwhelmed right now as to what the Binance, Coinbase, and Kraken, and even Crypto.com exchange listings have done for the chart. I think it helped a little with the Binance listing. It definitely pumped, but of course, as with any project, it came back down again, and I'm kind of underwhelmed with what it did with the Coinbase listing. So looking good with the exchange listings. I think the tier 1s kind of add value to it and kind of allow investors kind of have more faith and hope in the project, because getting those tier 1s means it's extremely valuable or valuable enough to get on those exchange listings. But in terms of it really pumping the price, I don't think we're going to see much. So that is my take this week on Turbo. If there's any major updates, I will keep you posted as I always do. Just a few things before I end this video. Social media links are in the description section, Instagram, X, Discord server. Give me a follow on those. Got some great partnerships happening with Bitonix Exchange and Tangent Hardware Wallet. Check out the info for that in the description section on this video. I have the monthly membership for $3.99 a month, as well as the merch store, and I have something exciting coming up as well with the partnership with NordVPN, so stay tuned for that. I'll probably launch that more as I get into January, but definitely stay tuned for that. Um, and of course, if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, guys. It is so, so appreciated. And I will see you all in the next video. Thanks, guys.